You know, I've been thinking about you this morning, and as we've gone through now a few days into our second week of 2017, and as I was thinking about you this morning, I was thinking about how God is thinking about you. You know, one of the things that I realize when you're kind of stirring something up the way that it's been explained to me by a great minister was many times our dreams and our thoughts and the bigness of something that God placed on the inside of us over time just begins to go from the surface of our life and through circumstances and situations and just our busyness. Many times it just floats to the bottom of kind of like the lake. And so what happens is then God will give a word to somebody like me, for instance, in this devotions as we're going through here in January. And the purpose of it is to stir up what has become just laying on the bottom of your heart, to stir it up and bring it back to the surface. Just like if you got to the bottom of a pool or you got to the bottom of a lake, you stirred it up, whatever was sedentary, whatever was sediment down in there would start floating to the top. That's what we're doing in this. Now, the intent of what God is wanting to accomplish in this session and throughout these devotions is simply this: not to frustrate you, not to irritate you, not to all of a sudden you lose your hope because it can't happen fast enough. No, but He wants you to realize that it's been in there all along. It is His reality for your life. It is the true north on a compass, as it were, that He placed on the inside of you. He gave you that dream. Now, what's keeping you from possessing it? Who is responsible for keeping your dream from becoming your reality? The answer to both questions is really simple. You. There's no one keeping you from your dream but you. Not the teacher who told you that you'd never amount to anything. Not your dad who never graduated high school. Not your spouse who says, that dream, God, are you sure God told you that? Are you sure that's what you're supposed to do? No, none of those people matter. Not when it comes to your dream. The only one that's keeping you from it is you. If you haven't seen your dream come true, it's because you haven't moved towards that dream. You've just sat in one place dreaming, and you'll never possess your dream if all you ever do is dream. I know that's kind of a tongue twister. God desires for you is for you to take ownership, of your purpose. Take ownership of that dream. Take responsibility for your life and realize your dream is out there waiting on you to make a plan and start taking steps towards it. The power is in your own hands. You know, I remember over the years how God placed something in my heart, a dream as it were. I remember I was 13 years old. I was, me and my parents, we were at Oklahoma City at the Sheridan Ballroom, and we were attending the Kenneth Copeland Ministries convention and campaign. And I was sitting there one evening before the service started, and I had my Bible, and almost in an audible voice, the Lord gave me 3 dreams. He said, number 1, Scott, you're going to go to work for a ministry that it is going to have a worldwide impact. I'm 13 years old. I wrote it down in my Bible. He said, the second thing you're going to do is you're going to sing for a ministry that goes all over the world. And then the third thing that you're going to do is you're going to have a ministry. I'm going to give you your own ministry, and you're going to impact the lives of many, many, many people. I was 13 years old. I wrote those 3 things out. I remember telling my mom my dream, and she looked at me like a frog in a hailstorm. I'm 13 years old. But I never, not that she disbelieved me, not that she didn't trust that I heard from God, but it was a big thing that I was saying, and I was such a little boy. You know, over the years, as time progressed, my mother began to believe just what I believed, that the Lord had told me that. And she would remind me in my 20s, now remember, Scott, you were 13 and the Lord told you this? Remember what He told you? Remember what he told you? And she would mention all three of those dreams, all three of those steps of a dream. And you know what? I've watched every one of those steps come to pass in my life. Now I'm saying that not simply not to brag on me, simply to get you to understand God has given you thoughts. Maybe you thought they were your thoughts, or maybe you thought they were a pizza dream. No, they weren't. God has given you words. He's given you ideas. He's given you a plan. He's given you a desire. He's given you a dream. What are those? Now, what are you going to do with it?